I want to go over this week's virtual lab directions to make sure that you're comfortable with the procedure. Number 1 says to open the PH Virtual Lab, simply click once and the document should open or download on the bottom corner of your screen. If you click on it one more time, it should open the document full screen for you to see. I'm going to go back to our directions. Number 2, use the split screen function to see the handout and FETSIM at the same time. So I have the FETSIM here on the bottom of my screen. I want to open up both the handout and the FETSIM at the same time. So I want you to click on that PH Virtual Lab. I want to separate it into a completely different browser. So I want you to click on the tab and you're going to drag it down to the bottom corner. And what that does is it separates it from the other Google Chrome handout that was there. So now that I've got it separated, you're going to grab that header one more time. You're going to drag it to that bottom corner, and now it should split the screen for you. So before you grabbed it by the title, you dragged it to the bottom corner and you separated it from the other Google Chrome tabs. The second time, you just grab it by the middle of that header, you drag it to the bottom corner, and now you have a split screen. You have a PH Virtual Lab handout on the right, and I want to put the FETSIM on the left, so I'm going to click on that one there, and now I can see the FETSIM and the Virtual Lab handout at the same time. Number 3 says to fill out the lab handout as you go. Save your document and upload your file. Click on Micro to get started. So we're going to click on Micro twice to get started, and there's my FETSIM. I also want you to click on the hydronium hydroxide ratio to make the SIM a little bit easier to manage. Now on this PDF that we have for you to fill out, it is editable. That means that you can add in text in any of the boxes. So step 1 says predict whether the following substances are acidic or basic and give your reasoning. I predict that orange juice, I'm going to put an A for acidic, and my reason, because it is sour. I can fill in or click on any box that's light blue, and that means that I can type in an answer there. Now for your data table, you're going to click on each of these boxes and fill them in according to what you see on your table here. So water, for example, color, none. For concentration of hydronium ions, I'm going to look over here on the left-hand side. This gives me an amount or a concentration of the ions. This is 1 times 10 to the negative 7th power. Now, unfortunately, there's no easy way for you to do exponents, so I just want you to type it in this way, 1 times 10, and you're just going to put that exponent negative 7. I know it doesn't look great, but that's the best we can do, and I'm not going to have you do anything more than that. For concentration of the hydroxide ion, same thing. I'm going to look at the blue one this time. 1 times 10 to the negative 7. 1 times 10, negative 7. And that will suffice. I don't need anything more, anything fancier. pH, I'm looking here. My pH is 7.00. pH after addition of water to the 1 liter mark. So I'm going to open up the faucet here, and I'm going to fill until I hit that 1 liter mark. I'm getting close, there we are. I'm at the 1 liter mark. I'm gonna document my pH. So it looks like for water, it didn't change. I'm gonna leave it as 7.00. And the last part says, what's the pH after reducing the volume back down to half of a liter? So I see half of a liter is here. So I'm gonna open this faucet now. I'm gonna release some of my volume until I hit that 0.5 or half liter mark. And my pH is still 7. If you're not surprised, it's because water's got a bunch of those special properties, right? Then you're going to click here at the top. You'll see all of the different substances. You're going to do the same thing for each one of them as you fill in your data table. The last part is a little data analysis. You're going to identify the acids from your table. Now, once you're done with the FETSIM, if you want to quit doing the split screen, that's totally fine. I just wanted to give you the option to see both so you weren't flipping back and forth between the screens. Now, if you're having trouble filling in any of the blue boxes, just let me know. This one, number 10, might be a little bit challenging to place all of the substances in order, but just do the best you can, and if it doesn't work, then no one's going to fault you for it. The last part, we're going to save and download our file. So you click on the download button, It will give you the option to save. I'm going to encourage you to save it using your last name somewhere in the name of that document. I'm going to put my last name there. I'm going to save it. Now that it's saved, I'm going to go back to my Canvas page. I'm going to go to Submit Assignment. There we go. I'm going to choose my file. And mine was on the desktop. We'll find our PH Virtual Lab, -Flores, open, and submit. Now, just in case you wanted to add another file, let's say that your document was more than one page, you can always click Add Another File, and you can choose a second file to add to your submission. We only need that virtual lab. We're done with it, so we'll press Submit File, and we are done. Let me know if you have any questions.